Next up, we have Nextech AR Solutions Corp. It trades on the OTCQB under the symbol NEXCF and on the CSE under the symbol NTAR, and is one of the leaders in the augmented reality industry, estimated to hit $120 billion in 2022. Please welcome its CEO and founder, Evan Gappelberg. Welcome, Evan.
Thanks, great to be here.
We're excited to hear your presentation. Take it away.
All right, so Nextech AR Solutions founded the company back in 2018. So it's been about 4.5 years. This is our disclaimer. We have a leadership team of blue chip entrepreneurs. Our CTO is ex-Apple computer vision. Our CFOs from Ernst & Young. And we have Huawei and Teradata and some other blue chip companies. Now, the rapid expansion is happening in our business today. Microsoft is a partner, Singtel is a partner, Ericsson and Google. We have integrations with WooCommerce, Shopify, BigCommerce, and Shopline. But the main event is that we landed Amazon as a customer to buy our 3D models in Q3 2022. Prior to that, we have Napa, Auto Parts, Pier 1, Kohl, CB2, IKEA. These are big names, and we do supply them with 3D models. There is a rapid expansion happening in the world of e-commerce. There's a transformation, really a transition from 2D photo images to 3D models throughout the entire e-commerce ecosystem. So you have $5.5 trillion worth of business that's now pivoting to 3D. Amazon is by far the biggest fish in the e-com ocean, and we have landed Amazon just in Q3 2022. If you look at the reasons to invest, the market is booming. Again, it's a $5.5 trillion e-commerce industry where 3D models are fundamentally transforming online shopping. The timing is now. The demand for 3D models is now taking off. Again, I founded the company in 2018 with a dream that we would supply 3D models to the likes of Amazon and others. That dream has now, just in 2022, turned into a reality. It's being driven by big tech. Google's now ranking 3D models higher in organic search, and Shopify's declared the future of e-commerce is 3D. We've been at this for over 4 years. We've anticipated this moment, and we are here now. The business is scaling, monthly recurring revenue, annual recurring revenue, very scalable business. It's a SaaS business. We don't sell 3D models outright. We essentially rent them and charge a monthly fee for that. Our technology is driven by AI. That is our secret sauce. It allows us to scale and create 3D models. We are the only publicly traded 3D model company supplying models, again, for Amazon, CB2, Kohl's. A leadership team, again, blue chip. As the CEO and founder, I own 10% of the company. Haven't sold the share since founding the company. The product market fit is achieved in e-commerce. It's just the perfect way to visualize products. You're seeing a 94% higher click-through rate with 3D models than 2D. You're seeing a 250% higher conversion rate with 3D models versus 2D photos. And you're seeing a 40% reduction in product returns. That is massive. Product returns are a major problem in the world of e-com, and 3D models solves that problem. This is why our business is starting to really grow exponentially, because the ROI is there. All powered by AI. Again, we're a technology company. We have 3 powerful AI technologies powering 3D content creation at massive scale. 2D to 3D, we take existing website 2D product images and convert those with our AI into 3D models. We also use CAD files from manufacturers and convert those into 3D models. We also have technology that converts CAD files into a plain 3D mesh with no texture And then we have a texturizer, which allows you to customize the mesh into a realistic textured 3D model. So you could essentially create 3D models and prototype 3D models as well using our technology. Exponential growth is happening now. Scaling 3D model creation has only just begun. If you look at this chart, it really does speak volumes. We are going to be experiencing exponential growth in 2023 and beyond. It's really happening now in Q3 and Q4 of 2022, but it's going to go into overdrive in 2023 and beyond. If you look at the 3D model views, we're seeing more and more interaction with our existing 3D models. There's just a lot of interest from the consumers for 3D models, and that's also driving the demand of the retailers. We do have a major competitive advantage. Currently, we supply 3D models based on 2D product photography, but we also have this CAD to 3D technology, which our competitors just do not have. Allows us to have better pricing, higher quality, and a more scalable solution for both retail, meaning e-com online, and manufacturers. So we're really unmatched in the industry, which I believe makes us quite a valuable investment. If you look at this, this is a video which really explains how the tech works. There you have it, the end-to-end solution, 2D images to 3D models, available today on Shopify, BigCommerce, WooCommerce, and Amazon. It's quite fast, 2D images to 3D models, 3 easy steps. You just share your reference images with us. The AI creates your models. We integrate with your platform. It's literally white glove integration that we do for you. If you want to try it for yourself, just take out your cell phone, point your cell phone camera at the QR code, and the magic will happen. You could essentially pull any one of these objects off the screen and put them in the room with you. There's no app required. This all works through the web. It's quite eye-popping. Here's some more options for you to choose from: jewelry, electronics, shoes, small appliances. We create 3D models across a very broad spectrum of industries, which again separates us from the competition. This is some of the CAD files. CAD files are typically much, much bigger. So you have cars and jacuzzi tubs and boats versus stuff you would typically find on e-commerce websites. So you could put a boat in your driveway. I wouldn't put it in your living room. It's a little too big. The jacuzzi can also go out on your deck. The cars can go in your driveway. Massive, massive $5.5 trillion e-commerce industry. It's just a juggernaut, and it's not stopping. It's continuing to grow. More and more people are shopping online, and all the 3D models that have ever been made, all the products, rather, SKUs that are on e-commerce sites, all the product SKUs that are going to be on e-commerce sites in the future, they all have to go 3D. It's a massive, massive transformation. If you look at returns on their own, quite a compelling reason to adopt 3D models. In the US, there's $170 billion in returns lost annually. Globally, that's 1.47 trillion in returns alone. It's a massive, massive problem globally, and 3D models really does solve the majority of that. Again, big tech is driving 3D adoption. Today, Google is indexing 3D models for higher search ranking. So, if you're a competitor and you have a 3D model and your competitor doesn't, you will rank higher in search. Shopify has come out and declared the future of e-commerce is 3D. With AI, Nextech's really disrupting the market on price and scale. We stand alone. All of our competitors that you see on this screen here, majority of them have either been bought out or they are looking for us to buy them out. This video will speak to a fully integrated SaaS solution that we offer for the industry.
Customers want 3D and AR models while they shop. Is your e-commerce store ready for that? Google ranks 3D models higher in organic search than typical 2D ones. Allow us to introduce you to the ARitize 3D app for e-commerce. ARitize 3D is a quick and easy one-stop shop for all of your e-commerce and 3D AR needs. Adding augmented reality to your site isn't as time-consuming or expensive as you might think. We turn products into existing 3D AR models without any 3D experience or fancy equipment with our end-to-end solution. The only requirement? Your regular 2D photos that are already on your site. Our artificial intelligence technology makes it that simple. We create models in-house for you and host them on our cloud so your site runs at top speed. After your approval, models integrate with your e-commerce store and you're ready to wow your customers. This means 3D lifts conversion rates by 250%. Click-through rates jump by 94%. Download ARitize 3D for your e-commerce store and start making 3D magic today.
These are product hotspots. These are enhancements to the 3D content. So once we make the 3D content, we also have the ability to add these hotspots so that you can see additional features and functionality of a product. This is a sneaker showing you how amazing the technology inside that sneaker is. This is a fireplace, so we can even do animations as well. This is a 360-degree exploded view, so this would be for manufacturers with complex equipment. You could see inside the 3D model and all the components. This is our configurator. This is one of my favorites. This allows you to configure a 3D model on the fly, change the color, change the design, change the texture without having to create a new 3D model. One 3D model turns into many 3D models. That's software that allows us to charge additional dollars. This is, on top of the 3D model cost. This is virtual staging, virtual product photography. Again, this would be an additional use case for our 3D models. So it's not just about selling 3D models, it's also about the configuring them as well as product photography. This is a decorator showroom where you could take the 3D models and essentially decorate your room in 3D. Pretty cool. This is a decorator. We created this for Napa Auto Parts, one of our very happy customers. So the decorator works not just in your living room, but also your garage. So ARitize 3D, the total addressable market is $147 billion. That's monthly recurring revenue of $14 billion. That includes 3D model creation, along with revenue opportunities with 3D model enhancements, as we just showed you, the product hotspots, the animation, 360 exploded views, the configurator, the room decorator. There's 400 million 3D models that need to be created, and we are just getting started. This is literally the bottom of the first inning. 2022 3D model customers for e-com. These are some of our customers we've been working on, and these really have just been landed over the past year. This is all essentially new customers. They've all done essentially test orders, and then they're in the process of reordering additional models. So it's an ongoing business with these. It's not one and done. Q3, as mentioned, major win and growth opportunity. We landed Amazon. We did significant testing with them, and on July 12th, we announced that we began supplying the largest prime e-com marketplace with 3D models. They are huge. There really isn't anybody that comes close to them. They have 95 million prime subscribers. They get 800 new sellers a day. There's 12 million Amazon product SKUs. It's just a massive opportunity for us, and it's really just beginning. We believe they're going to open their platform up for 3D models in Q4 or Q1 for all of their sellers, and we're going to be one of their premier partners. Currently, they buy from us, but in the future, all of the Amazon sellers are potential customers of Nextech. Potential future catalysts include, all these names here we're talking to, Walmart, Jacuzzi, Fortune brands, and they're all looking for many thousands of 3D models. This is kind of a journey of a 3D model. These are all the different potential use cases for 3D models. Pretty cool. So if you look at our integration, we have integrated with all the e-com platforms, Shopify, on down. We are also, however, creating the metaverse. You need a 3D model to enter the metaverse, and we are creating the metaverse. If you look at the metaverse, Web 1.0 was the internet connecting us to information. 2.0 is social media connecting us to people. And Web 3.0, which is the one we're entering in now, is the metaverse will connect objects, people, and places all in a spatial computer, essentially. We operate inside the metaverse with entertainment, online shopping, digital humans, spatial mappings, NFTs, digital assets. We do all that. The metaverse really is the future of connectivity. Without the metaverse, you're not going to get this spatial computing world. As we look into the future, you will live inside of a spatial computer, and the thing that you will be most in contact with is 3D models or 3D digital twins of the world we live in today. Which brings us to our wholly owned subsidiary, ARway. We are a diversified technology company, and we own ARway. It's a next generation spatial computing platform that we've been incubating for the last year or so, and we are now about to spin it out as its own standalone public company. If you are a shareholder of Nextech, you will get free shares, a stock dividend essentially, in ARway. We're going to be unlocking the value of ARway. Nextech will continue to be the majority shareholder of ARway when we spin it out. But the goal is to unlock the value of ARway's technology that we've been building over the past year or so. This will be a direct spin out. We are self-underwriting. It's going to be listed on the CSE initially in October of this year, so that's next month, and it'll be listed on the OTC markets very shortly after that. So we're super, super excited about the spin out. We've been getting a lot of interest from major players, including NASA and Amazon and others. So a lot of interest in ARway. Here's a video which shows you ARway in action. So we've used this actually at Restaurants Canada trade show. It's a wayfinding spatial computing technology that How cool was that? So it's a complete platform. It's not just an app. It's a web creator portal with advanced authoring capabilities. It's no code, so you do not need to have any skills other than essentially pointing, clicking. We have a mobile app that's already live on Android and iOS, which allows you to populate the map with content on the fly. And then we have an SDK, which allows you to integrate the technology into your own app. So if you're a NASA or a Disney, you're not going to use our app, you have your own app. And so we have a complete platform, end-to-end solution. So currently we offer wayfinding, navigation, spatials, meta tours for museums, so you can have audio cues, location intelligence, so that you can have essentially heat maps showing where people are moving around. Inside the experience, text messages is available, sticky notes. Again, you could record audio or you could upload from Spotify, so that, you know, automatically when you get within proximity of location, the audio cue automatically goes on. You can have images and videos, visible 3D objects. Our content management system for our e-commerce business, all those 3D models are integrated and available to you to drag and drop into a wayfinding experience. The navigation is super simple, hotspots, floor plans. It's really an end-to-end solution, map any industry, so it's perfect for retail, point A to point B, perfect for sports stadiums, find your seats, perfect for events and trade shows, perfect for university campuses. We're doing a test right now, museums and galleries. The list goes on and on, airports. There's just a tremendous amount of demand for augmented reality indoor wayfinding. And we look at this more as a metaverse creator tool. The wayfinding is the base use case, but ultimately we're adding content to the wayfinding experience, 3D models that we create, which makes it a metaverse experience. If you look at Nextech, our total addressable market's $252 billion, broken down into three different buckets: ARitize 3D, the 3D model making; ARitize CAD, which is for manufacturers; and ARway, which is wayfinding. We are positioned for next level of growth. We are transitioning to a pure play 3.0, Web 3.0 company. We have some legacy e-com businesses that we are exited out of: Vacuum Cleaner Market, True Life Supplements, and Infinite Pet Life. We use those businesses as a test market. They got massive, and it's really not our core business, so we're exiting those businesses. We'll save $8 to $10 million in annual expenses and generate a couple of $1 million in cash from the sale of the inventory, which is already underway. We're more than 50% of the way done. If you look at our growth, it's being fueled by innovation. If you look at our 2020, 2021 growth, we showed 47% growth. As we go forward, we see our 3D modeling revenue starting to really take off. If you look at the 3D models for 2022, we saw 30% Q2 sequential growth in our annual recurring revenue. Repeat revenue is now up at around $1.5 million. Our cash burn has dropped to under $1 million per month. And we're seeing 40% Q2 sequential growth in 3D modeling revenue. So quite substantial. And again, we're winding down the legacy business, onboarding new customers, and we have an ARway spinout, which is going to be a big deal in my opinion. Investors in Nextech will get a free stock dividend. We're dividending out 4 million shares for all Nextech shareholders on a pro rata basis. You'll get roughly a 4% stock dividend in ARway. Currently, share price, my opinion, is undervalued based on everything that we just showed in this presentation, but we don't expect that to last very long. Thank you.
Let's see. All right, we have some questions from the attendees. Do you have a new ticker symbol for Airway, and when do you expect it to start trading, and on what exchanges?
Sure. So ARway is going to be spun out in October, probably the second half. It'll initially trade on the CSE and then trade on the OTC. The stock symbol is going to be ARWY.
Thank you for that. So what is the plan for ARway? What kind of markets and use cases are you going to go after?
So if you look at ARway, there's a lot of blue sky ahead for that business. It's indoor wayfinding. So Google owns, essentially outdoor wayfinding. When you're driving in your car and you're going from point A to point B, you're using a Google map. But indoor wayfinding doesn't work with GPS. That's where our ARway technology is going to take over, and it uses augmented reality so that you're able to easily wayfind from point A to point B, but more importantly, you also get an experience. It's not just wayfinding. You're also going to see videos, and you're going to see 3D assets, and you're going to see all kinds of advertisements that you're interested in while you're wayfinding. So lots of applications for indoor wayfinding, and we're getting a tremendous amount of early interest from the likes of NASA, Amazon, sports arenas, airports, universities. It's just a tremendous amount of interest, and we haven't even started marketing.
I can see that already. So if the ARway spinout goes well, and I'm sure it will you consider doing other spinouts, and how does this benefit Nextech?
Sure. So we do consider, and we are looking at additional spinouts. First, we have to get the ARway deal done. After that, based on the success of that, we'll look at additional spinouts to unlock the value. The key is that we own a number of technologies and businesses inside Nextech, and we want to unlock the value. We feel like we're undervalued, that these businesses are not being properly valued inside Nextech because we have a portfolio approach to technology. And so by spinning these companies out, these technologies out, we're unlocking the value for Nextech shareholders.
So you mentioned that you're working with Amazon. How's that going, and what kind of growth are you expecting there?
It's going quite well. We just started with them in Q3 2022. So the revenue from Amazon will show up in Q3. It did not show up in Q2 or Q1 because they weren't a customer. And we expect that to accelerate into Q4 and 2023 and beyond.
Great. Well, you seem to do a lot of this 3D modeling for e-commerce. And you also mentioned that you have a CAD2 poly product for manufacturing. Can you explain that a little bit more and how that works exactly?
Sure. So 2D to 3D for e-com is essentially taking product photo images, having our AI read those images, it looks at it visually, and then turns it into a 3D model. So that's e-commerce. That's Shopify, that's Amazon, WooCommerce, BigCommerce. But CAD to Poly is for manufacturers. So you're a manufacturer in China, in the US, in India, and you're making product. That's based on a CAD file. It's called computer-aided design. We're able to take those CAD files and convert those into 3D models as well. And that is really technology that we alone have. So it's a big benefit to our shareholders to be able to sell that to manufacturers and to e-com site owners.
Fantastic. Evan, do you have any competitors out there?
Not that do exactly what we do. There are a few competitors that do offer some of the things we do, but they don't offer an end-to-end integrated solution. So I would say we stand alone as a public company.
So who talk to us a little bit about the future with the metaverse and how Nextech fits into that. And what is exciting for you as all of this is happening so fast?
So the future is now, Anna. It's happening as we speak. The train has left the station as far as 3D models. There's an enormous amount of new demand that has just started to enter the market, where everybody from Kohl's to Amazon to CB2 to IKEA to House, they're all looking for 3D models. Walmart, Target. Their big question is, how many can you make and how fast can you make them? This is the first time since I founded the company back in 2018 that those are the questions that are being asked. Previously, they would ask, well, how do I know it works? What's the ROI? Can I see a demo? We're not sure. We're just kind of kicking the tires. The conversation has shifted into high gear. We've already gone through the stage where people were looking at 3D models with interest, but not willing to buy. Now they've already gone through that and they're willing to buy, and they want to buy big. So it's an exciting time for 3D models. To enter the metaverse, you need a 3D model. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Without a 3D model, you have nothing to offer the metaverse. So we see our 3D models essentially as your ticket to the metaverse for all of our e-com customers and everybody else that wants to get into the metaverse.
Fantastic. Do you have anything else you'd like to say? What else should investors know about your company?
Investors should just know that my background is Wall Street. I essentially took Take-Two Interactive Software public, TTWO, with a $30 million market cap. It's now grown to over $20 billion. And so I have a track record and a history of success. Nextech is a company I founded, again, back in 2018. It's now 2022. It's taken about 4 years to get here, but the timing is now.
The timing is now. This is mind-blowing technology, and you're right, it is happening in real time right now. So thank you so much for joining us again on the conference. Can't wait to have you again to see what else has unfolded in the metaverse. Thank you so much for your time, Evan.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching. We'll be right back with our next presenter.